Yo, all right, ladies. Today we're going to be talking about something that's been overcomplicated for too long, like honestly, way too long. And it's about losing weight. Okay. Losing weight isn't about magic pills, going on insane diets, restrictive eating, um, spending hours in the gym. It's not about that. It's only about two simple things. And if you do these two simple things consistently, I promise you, you're going to lose a lot of weight. Okay. So let's dive in. So most people fail at weight loss because they're too focused on the wrong things, right? Losing weight doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need extreme diets, over, like trying new diets all the time in order to lose weight sustainably or hours of cardio. Okay. You just need to focus on these two things. And people always think you need to suffer in order to see results. That's a complete lie, right? So weight loss is simple if you just focus on these two things. And it's not cutting carbs or starving yourself. I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay. So these two things right here. Here it is. More physical activity and just food tracking. So move more. Track your food. That's it. No gimmicks, no confusion. But if it's so simple, like why do people still struggle? Which is what I'm going to talk about right now. So people always struggle still because they say they're too busy. I get it. You're busy, you lose motivation, right? So it's not about having time, it's about making the time for these things, right? Um, People lack motivation and consistency. Like they start super strong, but then they fall off right away. So you just got to focus on stuff that's doable every single day. People go too hard real quick and then they see it as a super hard thing to the point where it's like, oh, it's too hard. I'm not going to do it today. Right. So focus on stuff that's small and sustainable. Okay. And number three is like the fear of tracking food. Like, I don't want to see the numbers. Um, Honestly, knowledge is power. As I said, tracking isn't restriction. It's about building awareness. Like, I have a few clients where they're able to eat ice cream while still being able to lose weight. Or I have clients that are still able to eat all you can eat sushi while still losing weight, right? And in order for them to do that, they have to track their food. And again, I'm gonna explain to you how it's not so hard to track your food. Okay? So all of these things, here's the hard truth about all these things. Avoiding all these things is exactly why you're stuck. This is why you're not losing weight. So you don't need more motivation, you just need a better system in place. So here's how to fix it. So number one, you don't need an intense workout program to lose weight or lose fat. You just need to move more. And before you tell me you don't have time, you do have time, right? You have time to scroll on that Instagram for 2 hours a day. You have time to binge on Netflix. That's 3 to 4 hours a day. You have time to game, which is 5 hours a day. How do I know this? I have so many clients that tell me this. They game for 5 hours straight. If you have 5 hours a game, you have time to like get your steps in, right? So you can get 8,000 to 10,000 easily if you take the stairs instead of the elevator. Go on 30-minute walks during your breaks, right? So it usually takes around 10 minutes to get 1,000 steps. People average nowadays, because 90% of people work from home, they have a desk job. Um, they average around 2,000 to 3,000 steps per day, which is not enough, right? But if you add 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night, that's an extra 6,000 steps, right? So movement adds up throughout the day. So don't stress about getting it all at once. It's better to break it up into small pieces. So small steps every day is going to lead to big changes over time. Okay. So if you have time to scroll, if you have time to um, binge on Netflix, if you have time to play video games, you have time to do something that's actually going to help you in life, which is lose weight and just move, right? So number two is you just got to track your meals, right? So track one meal a day just to start. Most people freak out because when I say track your food, they're like, oh, I don't want to hear the numbers, right? But listen, tracking isn't about restriction, it's about building awareness, right? So you're aware of like how much you're eating, which is going to give you some more um, calories to play around with. So you're able to eat ice cream, you're able to go out for McDonald's, right? Eat the foods that you like, right? So if you don't know what's going on, like how can you change? So you don't have to track everything right away. Just start with one meal per day. So build a habit and the results are going to follow. So I'm going to break it down for you right now. Like it honestly takes 6 minutes of your whole day in order to track three meals. So one meal takes less than 2 minutes. It could be shorter, right? So I have meals that are saved on MyFitnessPal that just takes me one click, boom, one meal tracked, and that's it, right? So 6 minutes of your day is honestly nothing compared to what you guys do all the time, which is doom scroll on Netflix. Oh, sorry, doom scroll on Instagram, watch Netflix for 3 hours, play video games for five, right? 6 minutes of your day, guys. It's not that long. So yeah, I use apps like I pretty much use MyFitnessPal for tracking. Just focus on consistency rather than perfection because you don't want to spend too much time weighing all your food. You just want to eyeball it, get it done as fast as you can, right? It doesn't have to take that long. You don't have to like use a scale for everything that you do. There's portions that you can use on MyFitnessPal. It's super easy to track nowadays. And it takes honestly less than a minute. But I'm just saying 2 minutes just to give you some time if you have a very specific meal. Okay, so what gets measured gets managed, right? So number three, plan and prep for success. So the truth is, if you're not planning, you're just winging it. And if you're winging it, you're probably failing, right? So you want to schedule workouts like meetings, you got to commit to them like they're non-negotiables, right? So you don't skip important meetings at work, right? So why would you skip your workouts? And also like meal prepping as well. That's very important. Like you want to prepare super simple, high protein meals ahead of time to avoid that last minute unhealthy choice that you're going to make when you go out to eat, right? So you shouldn't be leaving your nutrition up for chance. You should set yourself up for success. Okay. And like also at home, you want to make sure you always have go-to healthy snacks ready for when cravings hit. So when you're planning and prepping, you're setting yourself up for success. Okay. So failing to plan is planning to fail, right? Always have a plan. There's always a plan, especially in our program. Okay. So if you do these three things consistently, move more, track your food, plan ahead, your weight is going to drop significantly. But more importantly, like your habits that you built from this, they're going to last a lifetime. So you're going to stop yo-yo dieting. You're going to stop feeling like you're out of control. You're going to start feeling like the best version of yourself once and for all, right? So next step after this, you have two options. So you can listen to this and feel motivated for 5 minutes, or you could do nothing. Um, or you can take action today and start with one thing, which is tracking a meal or hitting a step goal or planning your next three workouts, right? So pick one action, start today. So if you need guidance on any of these things, I can help you out. Just message me on Instagram at Ben Serratos Coaching, and I'll help you out. I can even give you my free blueprint. So this is the exact blueprint I use for all my clients on how to lose up to 10 pounds in the first month training with me. Okay. So just DM me blueprint to get a copy of my free blueprint, and I'll send it to you to your email. And again, if you need help with anything, if you feel stuck, feel free to DM me on Telegram or Instagram at Ben Serratos Coaching, and I'll help you get out of the stuckness. Okay. Or like I'll help you get out of like where you're at right now. so we can actually start seeing progress and not plateau anymore. Okay. Yeah, anyways, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Peace out.